fucking just moved here and it's already bad.
I was gonna block you if you said anything mean to me. And her nipple was hanging out.
Is this a red flag?
I have to keep my head like that so my lens wants to do this.
Oh, do you just want to take your glasses off?
I need to be able to see. Okay. Hi, guys. Oh, wait.
Hi, guys. It's Adria and...
I thought you were gonna say my name.
What's your name again? It's Adria and Brandon. Today, we are here to tell you guys how we met, the story of how we met. I feel like we've talked about it before, like scattered, but here's the whole story start to finish. Because I think some of you guys know, but we mentioned it in our video of us announcing that we got married. I'm giving a shout out from our marriage video to Vivi Jean that says you guys should totally do an in-depth video about how you met and your relationship.
We're doing it.
We're doing it right now. We did it. Brandon didn't want to film this because Brandon's like, we've already told this before.
Everybody knows. Maybe you don't. I don't know.
I kind of wanted to just do like a whole timeline. While it's somewhat fresh in our mind,
it's not fresh anymore for me.
That's why I wrote all of this down. I think there'll be some stuff in here that maybe you guys haven't heard before. Small details of things that we've never really talked about.
Yeah, like the phones and
I don't think we did. Alright, so we'll start back in 2012. That's really kind of where this starts.
9 years ago.
That's disgusting. So we kind of have to paint this like people have no context. I was 19, you were 20. I was living in Pennsylvania and I had just graduated high school. It was summer 2012. Brandon found my Instagram. You were living in Florida.
Even worse than that, I was in Texas.
Because he did a traveling job working on cremators. Because Brandon's psycho.
Yep. Instagram just became available on Android, might I add. And I had a Virgin Mobile Motorola Triumph, and I downloaded Instagram. I didn't even know what it was.
I had a boyfriend at the time from high school.
She didn't post any of him on Instagram. I didn't know.
Do you remember how you found my Instagram? No, like, at all?
No. I kind of just stumbled across things.
With hashtags. I was like,
let me just follow her. I was like, oh, she's kind of pretty.
It was back then I used like super cringe hashtags like hashtag girl, hashtag cute.
I'm on hashtag cute girl.
Yeah, you're not slick. I know how you found me.
You didn't put them there for no reason.
Yeah, Brandon's like, I think I found you under like a panda hashtag.
Sexy blonde. What do you want me to use them for?
I feel like I remember the day you found me too. I was in my stepdad's car and he was taking me to CVS to get Coca-Cola. I just remember seeing that you followed me and you had liked a bunch of my photos.
Oh, the telltale sign. I was like, dude, boom, 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 notice me.
I remember clicking on your profile too. I didn't follow you right away though.
She was playing hard to get.
You have to. We'll take it to like fall 2012. I don't know if we had even talked at all yet. I still was with my boyfriend at this point, but you were still just like lurking.
Everybody
really.
Lurks. I was in the bushes.
You never like stepped on toes or anything.
I never had a girlfriend, so I didn't know what I was doing anyway. Plus, my job, I worked from 5 in the morning to 4:30 in the afternoon. And that was right out of high school, so there was no interacting with anybody really.
This is such a specific memory. I remember the day I went to the mental hospital. I posted this picture of this pine nut looking thing. You commented something so funny on it. I don't think your comment's still there anymore because you had an old Instagram account.
Yeah, I commented eat it and she said ew no. I was like this.
Fishing?
Yeah, I was reeling her in.
And did you take a picture? The fish was me.
Yeah, the fish so cute.
I was sitting in the car on my way to the mental hospital and you made me laugh out loud. Aw, as I said, you made me laugh on one of the worst days of my life and I'll never forget that. Aww. And I think that's why you stood out to me. You probably thought nothing of it at the time. No. You were just being funny. I don't know, were you trying to be
funny?
I don't even think you were trying to flirt.
I don't know, I was just commenting.
I broke up with my boyfriend at the end of 2012. You reached out to me, I want to say it was like January of 2013. I don't know if y'all remember, Instagram did not have DMs. So I had a kick and I think I put my kick in the bio of my Instagram. Oh. So you must have saw that.
See, she knew. DMs were on.
I didn't even like you yet. What was the first message you sent me?
I have no idea.
Wasn't it just hi?
Probably. It's like what people send. Otherwise, it'd be so creepy. I've been following you.
What was going through your head when you were gonna message me? What led you to do that?
I'm like, might as well try. I was gonna block you if you said anything mean to me.
Well, that I believe because Brandon literally blocks everybody.
I'll block anybody.
So we started to talk here and there, but I think it soon became daily.
Periodically. I think it just started adding up.
And we say this all the time. We don't even remember conversations we had when we first met.
Oh, no.
I wish I could see the old messages, but I don't know if I'd want to.
No. Oh. Between all the sexting and stuff.
Yeah. You know what the funny part was is that, and I think what drew me to you was that we really didn't sext.
No.
That's where I think I felt really like comfy with you because you weren't super sexual, creepy,
Again,
and
not a super lot of experience, so
Okay.
I didn't want to scare her away.
but you felt like a safe person. You weren't like this Chad.
I was a Chad. I was chatting.
I mean, your story of literally marrying the first girl you've ever talked to, that's pretty Chad, if you ask me.
It's kind of lame.
It is kind of lame. Whatever. We're
Yeah,
lame.
it's alright.
We weren't formally in a relationship yet, I don't think. But
No.
we got this app called Keek where we could send each
Oh,
other little
Keek.
videos. That's really where we started to like form a friendship.
I would literally peel my eyes out if I had to see any of those
I wouldn't
again.
want to see it either. I think it took a few months for me to be comfy enough to give you my phone number.
And then we do like back and forth, like have like multiple conversations.
Well, the first time we ever talked on the phone, we were both so nervous. And I called you for the first time, I believe. I remember pacing around my living room. I think I was watching Legend of Korra. I don't know. I'm still so weird on the phone. I should also mention that after the breakup with my boyfriend, before Brandon and I started dating, I went on all these like random dates. And in the meantime, I was still friends with Brandon. You know, then I ended up getting catfished.
Oh yeah, she was catfish. I remember this one. So she was in an LDR with a British guy or something, and I was just like, well, do you know he's real or anything? You ever talk to him? You're like, well, his camera's broken. I'm just like, I'm here right now.
If anyone ever tells you their camera's broken, block them.
Yeah, block them. They're
because
creep.
at a certain point, I knew I was being catfished, but I kind of was just going along with it. But you asked me to be your long-distance girlfriend. What
Yeah.
was it, March?
March 25th.
Actually, you wanted to do it through Kik, like to message
Yeah,
it to
he
me.
told me to call you.
And I told you to call me. You were so nervous.
I
about
hated
it.
that.
I knew it would be easy for you to do it through text, but I'm like,
I hated
I don't
it.
want this to be easy.
I was on my knee.
So then after that, we talked on the phone every day. Then we started Skyping. We'd fall asleep on Skype. It was weird because we only knew each other for a short time, but it felt like
We
a lot
spent
more.
a lot of time talking.
Yeah, that's where the long distance kind of made it better because we were forced to just talk rather than like just be in the same room with each other. We had to make it more meaningful.
Yeah, we couldn't just be banging it out. A deeper
I mean,
connection.
but yeah, we did this thing where we had like shower selfie competitions. The goal was like to take the funniest selfie in the shower. Do you want to tell the story that you told me recently that I had forgotten about?
Oh, where she sent me one and her nipple was hanging out, and then she was so scared.
I quickly took a picture and just sent it. Like I didn't look at it.
And she's like, I didn't think you'd see it. It was literally the first thing I saw. I was like,
I just remember seeing you say, I can see your nipple, and like I felt my stomach drop. I think I remember saying to you, like, you have to delete that.
it was okay. I deleted it.
Yeah, didn't you say
I
it
mean,
scared you?
I did zoom into it, but I also deleted it. I did.
At the time, you were always just so respectful. That story in particular was like just an example of your character.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
You're always just so sweet to me.
Okay,
I
get
love
over
you
it.
so much.
Get over it.
So once we had told each other's families about each other, all we heard about was that the other person was a catfish.
Yeah, even though we literally seen videos of each other. That was so stupid.
I never had like trust issues with being long distance with you
No, 'cause you
because
just blocked the person.
neither of us left our houses.
That's one thing, like, we never had to worry. Even when I was traveling and you're here alone by yourself, I'm just like...
Like, who the hell
worried
am I
about
gonna
your girl?
invite
Like,
over?
No, I'm not worried about her.
But anyway, we started talking about how we would meet face to face.
Uh-huh.
Because it kind of felt impossible to me at this point. I had never been on a plane. I've been catfished a few times.
So I was like, okay, well, why don't I just come see you on your birthday? I was gonna fly up there.
Yeah. My family was being all weird. My mom was like, oh, well, I wouldn't let him stay with us. And I'm like, okay. And then I was thinking, like, well, like, you could stay in a hotel. But then I'm like, there's nothing really to do here.
Also, she's like, there's really nothing to do up here. Let's move up here 5 years later. Anywho.
No, and I think also it was because I was afraid to fly. That's why you were like, oh, well, I'll fly there. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to Florida Beach.
So I flew her down.
As it was coming up, for some reason in my mind, I didn't think it was actually going to happen. Even though I knew you were real, I felt like it was going to be fake for some reason. We're not used to good things happening.
I remember when it got like a week away, it was so scary.
So scary. For my 20th birthday, August 3rd, 2013, I'd fly to meet you in Florida. This is so cheesy, but like I wanted to ask, when did you know that you loved me? I knew I loved you before I even went to meet you.
I mean, probably the same, but also I didn't know really what love was.
I don't even remember who said I love you first. Do you?
No, we had a pretty good connection though.
Because it really just kind of felt like we were like best friends who then ended up loving each other.
Quickly. Really
because
fast.
then when I came to meet you, that was only what, 8 months since we had like first started talking. It was kind of awkward at first, like meeting you, like,
yeah, but
then
she like farted on me, and then I was like, okay.
Speed up to October of that year. That was when I went down there for the second time. I was just there to visit, but then your siblings were all talking about like moving out of your mom's house.
Yeah.
And they're like, do y'all want to just like move in together? Up in Pennsylvania, my family was selling my childhood house. So I kind of felt like this feeling of the carpets being pulled out from underneath me, and I don't know where I'm gonna land.
They didn't really even have a room for her. Kind of a horrible situation. He kind of got screwed. I mean, we kind of just went with the motion of it.
It just all seemed like perfect timing. My living situation with my family was just bad. The relationships were all kind of strained at the time. I didn't know what I was doing with my life. I'm like, I don't really have anything going for me here. So I was just like, I guess I could move down to Florida. And
it was weird.
It scared the living crap out of me, but I didn't really know what else to do. I think I stayed there for like 2 or 3 weeks, and by the time we went up, it was Thanksgiving. Because I'm moving to Florida! So then when we came back from that was when we moved in. We've been planning moving out.
It was stressful.
That situation was really bad, and I think it started off with us going away for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so we moved in with my siblings. It was like a rush move. It was weird, and I didn't really want to do it anyway. It was just a whole mess.
Yeah.
And we're also flying back up right now. Like, that's when you guys are trying to move in there. Like, well, you can't do that. I'm like, I already bought the tickets and everything.
We had this trip planned for a month at least.
So we flew up there, and they were pissed because we didn't help with the move. But we're like,
How can we?
That wasn't even part of our
wasn't-
plan to begin with. So that housing situation lasted like literally a week.
It was a week. It was bad.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, we're not doing this.
Things were hard for me with Brandon's siblings at first. I know I'm a standoffish person. I'm the first one to admit that. I know I'm a hard person to get to know because I'm so quiet. So I think they just like misread that. It was off to a bad foot. There was even a point they like locked me out of the Wi-Fi. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It was just ugly. So after a week of living in that house, we actually moved in with Brandon's mom. And like, I never said any of this like on YouTube. I didn't want like any of your siblings to see it and get mad. I have no harsh feelings about it now because we were all like literally
kids.
20 years old. It's all water under the bridge. It was
just
fine.
weird.
At that point I was like, should I have moved here? I just moved here and it's already bad. So I was looking at that as like, is this a red flag?
Oh, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh my god, I just ruined this whole thing.
So we lived with your mom December until July 2014. In the meantime, I started my job down there and we saved up some money. We were able to move out.
I mean, that's pretty much it. Lived there for a couple of years, got engaged, moved, took another job position. We moved up here, been up here for a couple of years, took another job. Almost 3 years. Now we're married.
Now we're married.
Holy S word.
It's crazy because even at like the beginning of our relationship, it felt like there was so many people, and even maybe myself internally being like, this could never work. We were exactly 1,002 miles apart from each other, like our houses. It just felt impossible. I'm afraid to leave my house. How am I gonna be with someone that's on the opposite end of the country?
And now I don't think I've gone a day without calling you.
Even days if we've been like mad at each other.
Which I'm mad at her pretty much every single day. One of her followers, she was from France or something, and she moved to, I think, Colombia, and now they're getting married.
Really? No, I know we attracted a lot of like long distance followers. I get messages all the time of people saying like, oh, I'm so happy like you guys make me believe that long distance can work. I mean, we're proof that it can.
That was our story.
How we met.
That was it. Sorry it was so boring.
Also, like, don't meet people.
Try not to. 'Cause I don't know any real people. Anybody I know in real life, I don't want to know.
Use your head. We actually have a whole playlist of all of our videos we've ever done together. So if you want to go, like, just watch more of us together, you can do that.
You can also watch my hairline recede.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, so we will see you guys again real soon, where maybe we'll do a Chick-fil-A mukbang with Brandon, because that's really the only thing he wants to film. Hand hugs, love you guys!
Hi guys.
I couldn't find long distance relationships will kill you by the Naked Brothers band.
I don't really know that song. I didn't have cable growing up.
You shut up. Would you tell me if you hated me? Like,
yes,
honestly?
I would tell you if I hated you. And I'm going to tell you that I hate you when I hate you. you.
Wait, can you do a thumbnail with me?
None of these are working.
I'll probably-
None of these are working.